everybody, this is Cindy at Raspberry Sandwich. This video here is featuring my crochet retro granny squares. Now, they're not vintage, but they're retro themed. And I decided when I was making these, I wanted to display them instead of making a blanket out of them. Well, I made 100 blankets. And these are made of cotton, and they're made of that more coarser cotton yarn because it holds that better, and more stiffer than like I love this cotton, the finer kind. But this here, these are retro grannies, and I'm going to talk about the frame. The frame here I found at Dollar Tree. Now, it didn't have a glass front on it. That's the front of it, and here's the back of it. That's the back. Now, I have these little clips I'm going to put on the back so I can hang it up on the wall. But what I did is I took this granny square, and this is another. I took this granny square, and I took, stand it up straighter. I took this granny square here, and I took hot glue, and hot glued it on the inside backing of the frame. That's all I did. I hot glued it on there. So I have a retro 70s, 60s granny square that I'm going to hang on my wall. Just like that. And just back here. I just wanted to share it with you guys. That's all. This is one here with a white background, and it goes well with the white frame. Now, that didn't have but one of those frames at Dollar Tree. I've got to find more. It's a 7 by 7 inch on the inside. It's 7 by 7, and it was the perfect size for the squares. Here's another square. Now, I'm going to put some of these squares in my shop, either have the squares or make the little frames so I can find more in that size. There's another one, and that's like a teal. I have not weaved in my ends yet. There. This here I have weaved in. Look at that one. Isn't that cute? Retro granny squares. I'll put a link in the description for where I got the pattern from. Don't worry, you guys. And it basically, all it is just that number 4 cotton. Your average cotton. I love that one. Love how it pops out. When I get my other one framed, I'll make a little video, a little short, showing them on the wall. Put a little shelf below them. Here's another one. Mint oranges. These retro granny squares are addictive. Look at this one. Oh, I like that one. They're just a lot of fun to make. Pattern's simple. It's not hard. Look at that. Retro granny squares. I was going to make these little journal kits to go with them, but you know, you can only do so many things. And you get kind of covered up. And I'm going to craft this and craft that, and you get kind of covered up. You know, we're too busy. Life's too busy for all of it. But I do have papers that I've been sending out to my customers. Little cards, stuff that include this retro theme. And this here is another frame picture I picked up at Dollar Tree. Now, the inside of this one is like a 5.5 by 5.5. And these are 7 by 7 inches square. So you can see it's not going to fit there. I could taper it down along the edging because I put about 3 edges along the outside of that square. So I could taper it down to where it would fit better. But it's a 5 by 5. I wanted to show you this as an example Now that's got an image on the front, and it's got a glass front. But you would just take that out, take the front out, use the backing, and then you would hot glue this square onto the backing of the frame, and you're done. And if your frame don't have a hanger, you have to put a hanger on the back. This one has a hanger on the back. But that's what you would do. You just hot glue it to the backing of the frame. Take your time. You don't want to rush through it. And make sure you get it all covered on the backing. And be careful with your hands, because it can burn you. Hot glue can burn you. And then you'd be done. And when I get a few more this size here, I'll have them listed on my shop, some of them for sale. And crafting, that kind of thing, for handmade items. But that's it. I wanted to share with you guys. This is part of my passion, crochet. I love doing it. And this is the retro granny square flower. Cool as can be. It adds a little touch of vintage flair for decor, and it's not vintage. It's retro themed, and it just adds that little extra touch. And that can be made in any colors you want. If you want greens and yellows and oranges, like a lot of what I call the ugly green fridge section of my shop, you can make them in those colors. And this is a teal, but you could add more greens in there if you wanted to as a backing. It's so versatile. Like I said, I've put the pattern, the link for the pattern, I got it from a girl off YouTube, and I'm going to put her little link in there. And I thank you guys for stopping by, and come to my shop, Raspberry Sandwich, and check these out later. Alright, you guys, thank you. Have a blessed day.